Okay, so here we go. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to BWTM Sports Gaming. Get that banner up. So, if you haven't already, smash the like button as you enter the room, and also hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed before. So, the Ryan Garcia
hit the subscribe
effect.
button if you haven't subscribed before.
So, the Ryan Garcia effect. Let's talk about the Ryan Garcia effect. This is my personal perspective. I'm sure you all come with different perspectives and different ideas, which is fair. But this is my perspective of the Ryan Garcia thing. I think the Ryan Garcia thing has it goes back to when Chris Eubank Jr. made his debut, and we saw him with all the flashy pads. And Chris Eubank Sr. said to us that he was going to be greater than Mayweather, and he said to us that next gen, and he was going to be this, and he was going to be that, and he was going to be this, and he'll be second coming of Christ. He'd walk on water. He'd leap tall buildings in a single bound. That bullets would bounce off his chest. That was Chris Eubank Jr. And for a minute, you thought, well, he's got his father's genes. His amateur background, they have much to talk about. But I thought, all right, it's vicious. He's knocking guys out. Let's see where it goes. Then we had the Billy Joe Saunders fight. It was like, okay, he's taking the fight early. Obviously, his dad and son, they got it together. Of course, well, the fight was a shambles for Eubank in the first 6 because he'd never done 12 rounds before. And Billy Joe Saunders was smart on that. Eubank tried to pace himself over 12 rounds. And for the first 5 rounds, Eubank, allowed Billy to pick up the points. And of course, we all know that Eubank tried to turn it on late on in the fight. Billy Joe Saunders ended up winning that fight. Eubank probably kicks himself every day for himself. If only I started quicker. But if it started quicker, the gas tank may have gone in, and I don't think Eubank wanted that to happen. Not against Billy Joe Saunders anyway. So we've seen the flop of Chris Eubank Jr., a guy that's used pads and has come up just short against the world's best. Along comes Ryan Garcia, good-looking guy, good-looking kid. And when I spotted Ryan Garcia, did I spot him from his boxing? Do I know, as one Nigerian would say? No, I didn't spot him in a boxing ring. I didn't spot Ryan Garcia in a boxing ring. I didn't spot Ryan Garcia fighting anybody. All I saw was pads and him throwing flashy hands. So the boy's got hands. He punches quickly. He punches fast. Great. He can punch in combinations. He can rattle off 20 punches in 10 seconds. Great. Fantastic. Now I'm looking, I'm going, yeah, okay. You got fast hands. And his Instagram followers are like, this guy's amazing. This guy's great. But the OGs in boxing don't really care about that. OGs in boxing, old guard, those experienced in boxing, they will say one thing, or as Bruce Lee would say, bags don't hit back. Bags don't hit back. And all Ryan Garcia is hitting bags and hitting pads and whacking body suits. You understand? And whacking the thing they use to protect the stomach. That's all I know of Ryan Garcia. And if you say, oh yeah, he's knocked a few guys out. Oh, that's nice. He's knocked out sea-level opposition. And you can see the looks. But he's not got the gold medal of Oscar De La Hoya. He's not Oscar De La Hoya, all right? Get that out of your heads. But he's a good-looking guy. You could say they kind of modeling B to be next Golden Boy. I see that. But when a man's selling point is his followers on Instagram, Most of those followers on Instagram don't understand the science of boxing. Most of those followers on Instagram are like girls or guys that see him throw these fast hands and think, yeah, he's a G, he's the man. That's what most think. OGs will think, okay, again, nice hands, he's got nice fast hands there, but who's going to stand there and let you punch? Who's going to let you punch him in the face like that? Yeah? So, and here we have it now. He's going to have a step-up fight. So what he's got? 1 million, 2 million, 5 million? I don't know how many followers he's got. But the question I ask is this. So if Ryan Garcia has a step-up fight and he loses his step-up fight, the Ryan Garcia's experience, what will that experience be? We know that Ryan Garcia left where he was training. He was a skinny young boy and was getting beat up in the gym and left that gym. Riddell Booker, that's the young man's name. Riddell Booker. If you know who Riddell Booker is, good, decent fighter. Don't know what happened with his career. Riddell Booker, I think he's managed by the same people, or was going to get managed by the same people who managed Carson Jones. Riddell Booker, if you check him out, he fought Edna Cherry, the Cherry Bomb. Good fighter. Riddell Booker. I don't know what happened with his career. You'll see Riddell Booker training on the first episode of the Mr. Carson Jones. When Carson Jones came to the UK, we did a 3-video mini doc on Carson Jones when he came to the UK to fight Ted Cheeseman. So check that out. You'll see Riddell Booker in there. Very talented young man. Talented boxer. But anyway, Riddell Booker was one of the guys because he was in the same camp as Adrian Broner. So they were regularly beat up on Ryan Garcia. It was something that was regularly known. And you've seen the evidence of Ryan Garcia getting beaten up in the gym. Now, since he's joined the Reynosos, if you look at Garcia's body now, that baby body's gone. He's got a more muscular tone to him. Okay? So I'm sure the Reynosos is going to he's going to give him a bit more backbone. But ultimately, Garcia's got to fight. So he'll be physically strong and be able to, maybe punch a little harder or, have a bit more resistance. But ultimately, Instagram followers can't fight for you. Pads don't hit back. And all you've fought so far are C-level opposition. And you're asking Oscar for big fights. Now your step-up fight is with Luke Campbell. Okay? So what happens? If you get beat now by Luke Campbell, what happens to your brand? How do people view that on Instagram if you were to lose against Luke Campbell? And again, how highly do you rate Luke Campbell? If he's to lose to Luke Campbell, how highly do you rate Garcia? Would you say Garcia's a flop? Would you accept him? Because, boxing fans are fickle. They want you to fight the best, but as soon as you fight the best and you get beat by one of the best, then it's all, it was a flop. It was a hype job. So what is the Ryan Garcia effect going to be? Are we going to call Ryan Garcia a trier? Are we going to make excuses for Ryan Garcia and say, well, it was too soon for Ryan Garcia? So what is it going to be? What is the Ryan Garcia effect going to be? For me, I just met him hitting pads and with fast hands. So I couldn't take his boxing career seriously. And I still don't take his boxing career seriously. He's got to show me something. And the Luke Campbell fight is, well, remember Luke Campbell got beat by Mendy. All right? Still got beat by Mendy. And he's been beaten by a couple of guys other. So, Lomachenko, and of course, I always forget the gentleman's name. The guy who dropped Lomachenko. Yeah, beat him as well. So, how good is Luke Campbell? I don't know. Is Luke Campbell a gatekeeper to world honors? Don't know. I really don't know. But what I do know, it's certainly a step-up fight for Ryan Garcia. It's not a fight where he will just walk in there and throw a left hook and fight with the other. You would think not anyway. You'd think he'll get some resistance. So if Ryan Garcia gets beat up, what's going to happen to his Instagram followers? And will that once and for all? Because will we then ask ourselves the question, well, did we not learn from Chris Eubank Jr.? So are we looking at a hype job? Or are we looking at the real deal? Is anybody brave enough to say that Ryan Garcia is the real deal? I'm not brave enough to say that. But I do know going to the Reynosos has saved Ryan Garcia's career. But they don't even think he's ready to fight the top dudes. Garcia's asking for it. So, when Mikey Garcia was asking to fight Errol Spence, the difference is Mikey Garcia was a multi-weight world champion, and he was daring to be great against a bigger guy, and he said he saw something. But I think Mikey Garcia needs to get his eyes tested. He said he saw something in Errol Spence. I don't know what he saw, but he needs to get his eyes tested. He's saying he's seen something else in Manny Pacquiao and Terence Crawford. Okay, you keep seeing something. I think you're seeing money. That's what I think you're seeing, Garcia. I'm seeing something. Yeah, we're all right, mate. You fooled me once with that rubbish. You're not fooling me again with that. So, Ryan Garcia, young man. Yes, he's talented. Yes, he's got fast hands. But is he the real McCoy? I don't think so. I'm gonna say I don't think so. I really don't think so. Ryan Garcia reminds me of Victor Ortiz. That's what he reminds me of, Victor Ortiz. That's what he reminds me of. But we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. But I think this young man, when you look at Gervonta Davis and Devin Haney, this guy and Shakur Stevenson, out of the guys I've mentioned there, he's the worst out of all of them. He's the worst out of all, not because of skin color or because of race or nationality, but just skill set. He's the worst out of all of them. Do you understand? And guys I've talked about there have been world champions already. Haney and what's his name? Haney and I was too early in the morning for this. Guys eventually have been world champions, so I don't. You know, he's just an Instagram fighter, and that's what it is. But what it will do, should Garcia get beat, it will shut down a lot of guys that think they can just hit pads fast and think that that's the way to box. Right? By throwing a lot of having fast hands. And breaking the theory that people think because if they throw fast hands on pads, that means they're going to be a great fighter. You got to throw. If you can throw fast hands against a moving object, like somebody who's going to punch you back, then that's the test for you. When you can throw them combinations on a moving target and a guy who's coming to punch you back and coming to do physical damage to you and hurt you and is capable of doing it, and you can throw them combinations, then we've got a fighter. Then we've got a star. But I don't think we've got that in Ryan Garcia. I think that there's a guy who wants to be a star, but I'm not quite sure if he is that star quality yet. I'll leave the reservations to you. Love to hear your thoughts about Ryan Garcia, where he's going, and whether he beats Luke Campbell or not. And even if he does beat Luke Campbell, where does that take Ryan Garcia? Right, I'm out. Thanks for watching.